What is up, guys? Winner Kills here. Welcome to a brand new post-commentary duel video. Here we got Photons versus Dinos. This is from another stream. We did, but I actually had like a dual camera setup, one recording for the stream and then one recording on the side, so the quality would be actually a lot better because I figured why not kill two birds with one stone. So we got a brand new matchup, Photons versus, like I said, Dinos. I don't actually think I said that yet, but we're going to get things started here. He plays Lost World first, and that is going to, get activated. Obviously, then normal summon the Baby Sarasaurus. Expert commentary going on here. And then Dark Hold immediately to special summon out the Oviraptor, and then he's going to use Lost World effect to summon a token on the activation, or on the summon of Oviraptor, rather. And then Miscellaneousaurus is going to activate his effect to destroy, or to add. He's going to add, or no, use Miscellaneousaurus, send it to the grave, to use its effect to protect his dinos, and then use Oviraptor to attempt to destroy my token. Destroy one from deck instead. It's going to be Petty Ranodon, and that's going to summon out Dogeron, and then he's going to activate, lastly, a copy of Gold Sarcophagus, I couldn't think of the name there, to summon out Giant Rex. It's organizing the graveyard there into spells and monsters. Of course, no one's playing Reversal Quiz, so don't have to worry about that. But now going to have the option here to go into a rank 4, and we sort of blindly picked our deck, so neither of us at the start of the match knew what we were playing. It's kind of a thing we're doing now, just blindly picking decks. And I know I haven't been able to record at locals. It's just because it just hasn't happened. The other locals I go to, I'm not allowed to film at, or at least I wouldn't want to bother to, just because of the nature of the place. But my main locals, where I usually record at a different angle, you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm sure you guys will be able to point out the difference in the video and the setting. I just haven't been able to record there, and I do apologize for that. So that's why I've had to record a lot of duels in my kitchen for you guys, just to get something up for you guys to watch. I don't want to leave you hanging like I did in the past. But we get our turn started with a Desires and a trade-in, ditching a Galaxy Knight. I normal summon Galaxy Soldier because I can't actually use Orbital while that token is on the board and he has Lost World, strictly because I can't target anything except tokens, and I can't use Orbital to target the token. And then using Orbital effect in hand to equip, that does get negated by Dolka, because I'm pretty sure Dolka wouldn't be able to negate that. The effect from hand to equip, not the ability to send, because it has to activate in hand first in order to equip. And then I'm going to activate Galaxy Expedition here to summon out Galaxy Soldier. And I attempt to use the effect there just to get rid of all the materials underneath it, so he doesn't have anything to negate as things move forward here. But I did have to burn through quite a few cards, as you can see. I felt comfortable doing that simply because I had Soul Charge. I'm able to Soul Charge out 3 copies here, the other Galaxy Soldier, Orbital, as well as Knight. And they've been able to use Orbital's effect on field again, because that effect to equip is not once per turn. The effect to send and search, though, however, is. So I use that. I grab Galaxy Eyes to fuel my other trade-in. Get some more cards, get Galaxy Eyes engraved. I'm going to activate Photon Sanctuary here, because why not use that to go into a free Link 2. It's either going to be Soul Flare, or it's going to be Hyperstar. But it looks like right here I'm going to go into Soul Flare, since I can't go into the battle phase here at all. I figure it's not worth it for the extra attack boost. And then I go ahead and I'm going to make Cyber Dragon Infinity here, which I'm going to use to steal the Dogeron, because that is the biggest threat to me momentarily. Of course, everything I have is down by 500, but the 2900 Cyber Dragon Infinity now at 24. His Dolka obviously losing 500 attack and defense because he surprisingly isn't a dinosaur. He's a dragon. So drops him down to about 1800. And the only thing he can really beat over is Soul Flare Dragon, whose effect I found out recently is like responsive. You can't activate his effect whenever. You have to always activate his effect to discard to destroy in response to something that's sort of like Psyframe Omega. Like, if you have Omega on your opponent's, or on your field, and your opponent is trying to play, you can't just use it, during the standby phase or whatever. Like, they have to actually do something first. Pretty sure that's how it works. And then he's going to attempt to use Lost World here, which I don't want him to get that token on the field because that could set up potential plays just simply by entering battle phase and then, you know, attacking the token and then using Lost World to send from deck. And then he has more plays going. It fuels his graveyard a bit more for that miscellaneous source, which is still in grave. Technically here, he had a couple ways to play around, you know, what I was going to... for the one negate that I had, I don't think there was too much I could have done differently in that situation. I just decided to go ahead and negate the Lost World. And I actually think I might have even forgot about the miscellaneous source that was still in grave, because he still does banish here. Banishes 4. That will banish a Giant Rex on top of that, and he's going to go ahead and get to summon here. So granted, him getting the token wasn't a big deal. I think I definitely shouldn't have negated that. Looking back, obviously hindsight is 2020. That perfect vision, obviously. But then he's going to go ahead and summon out the Overraptor. That's going to add 1 copy of the Overtext Coatlas to his hand. And then I believe he's going to make a link play here. Get rid of Oviraptor and get rid of Dolka for Underclock Taker. Go ahead and put that on the board. Now I do have to worry about some attack manipulation here. And I also... Another reason technically is why I also got rid of the... the Lost World was for Soul Flare mainly because I wouldn't been able to target anything if he did that. And I think I missed a pretty good opportunity in order to be able to destroy a Giant Rex and act in response to the activation of Miscellaneous Saurus. But I honestly don't think it makes too huge of a difference since he still has access to the Miscellaneous Saurus plate in grave. Because like it either, you know, I either don't negate the Lost World and then I can't use Soul Flare to pop anything, or I do what I did here and I just decide not to discard. He does summon out the Coatlas the normal way by returning 5 banish to the deck. And he does here use Dolka because he used Underclock Taker, and I go to chain and pitch to destroy Dolka, but he does negate it anyways. But it doesn't matter. Right here I'm in a really bad spot, as you can see. A dead Cyber Dragon Infinity that can't really do that much. And I think here he was contemplating whether or not he should have even bothered with using the Underclock Taker effect, because that was just a negation he didn't need to waste. But regardless, he has a spell negation on field, a Book of Eclipse, and 1 more monster negate. So we just scoop it there and go ahead into game 2, where I think I opt to go first. And yeah, I open up here with a Galaxy Soldier, discarding Wizard. Then get hit with a nice juicy Droll and Lockbird after I add that Galaxy Eyes from deck to hand. And that pretty much stops my play stone cold, apart from activating that Orbital there and equipping it to Galaxy Soldier. It actually proves to be pretty clutch here, because now he can't be destroyed by battle, and he gains an additional 500 attack, which obviously doesn't matter too much in this situation because he is in defense position, but matters is it cannot be destroyed by battle, and unless he goes into another Xyz monster, he really has no way to clear it. So he does activate the Fossil Dig, and then he does activate a copy of Gold Sarcophagus for, of course, the Giant Rex. That does get summoned. And then he normals Glow Up Bulb. Bit of a tech he was playing here, and this is also something he later questioned doing. He does go for Nat Beast, which is a good play, but right here he still can't get over the problem that is what is the Soldier, because he can't destroy it by battle. And he does play another Fossil Dig here. Now he could have gone into another level 5 single that he does play, which is Chanbara. And then again, obviously you would not be able to deal with the not be able to be destroyed by battle Galaxy Soldier, sitting there with a solid 0 defense. I think the only thing he would need to turbo out here would be Ultimate Conductor, because that would just book it, sending the Orbital to the graveyard. He's going to add a copy of Miscellaneous Saurus here. So he did make this play in not the best fashion. I guess it's kind of good that he does get to show off that, you know, he does play the Glow Up Bulb with a 1-for-1 in the main deck just for the Nat Beast play, which I think is a super awesome utility. It's just that my hand was stopped to the right point where I'm only left with this wall that is Galaxy Soldier. And he does obviously open up pretty well on top of that. So, you know, double Fossil Dig, Gold Sarcophagus, does have Glow Up Bulb engraved. And he just passes there, as he doesn't want to use any more resources into a play he already knew was kind of questionable. And then I go ahead and go right into battle phase. It does suck though, regardless, because I have to force the battle phase in order to beat over it, because Galaxy Soldier does gain an additional 500 attack from the orbital. I trade in Galaxy Eyes. I get hit with another Drone Lock Bird, so maybe he was doing that because he kind of felt cocky a little bit, because, you know, he had the double Droll in hand. It's like, you know, I'll stop you this turn. You know, I might not be able to affect you too much with this Nat Beast, but I have another Droll for you next turn anyways. Because I literally can't kill him unless I do some sort of searching into more searching. That's just the nature of Photons, I would say. And then he gets the Coatlas to grave, add Evolution Pill, banishes Droll and Giant Rex for, what would you imagine? It's going to be Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. I'm just going to go grab that here. Summon in that second leftmost zone, if you will. I guess that's what you would say. And Orbital still proving to be pretty clutch here, although I'm going to take a little bit of damage over top of it with the Conductor attack, unless he does go ahead and use the Book of Moon effect, which he also has Glow Up Bulb, which he can reoccur right now via its own effect, obviously, and use Conductor Tyranno just to destroy it, since he doesn't really need its other effect right now. I'm going to summon Baby Sarasaurus off of Miscellaneousaurus, and that right there is going to allow him to get a nice target for, of course, Ultimate Conductor Tyranno's effect to, of course, destroy another dino or another monster, I believe it is, from hand or field, to set all cards or monsters I control into face down defense position. So that's why it's nice that he has the Glow Up Bulb in there to be able to use if you wanted to. Gonna go ahead and use the book effect though right there to destroy Baby Sarasaurus, summon out Giant Rex to just clear that obstacle that is that be able to destroy by battle Galaxy Soldier, and then uses Giant Rex to swing into it, the 0 defense, and swings in for 5,800, 35 from Conductor and 23 from Dolka. I get my turn started here by dropping the Photon Thrasher, and then I normal summon the Wizard here. I believe in fear of maybe an effect search or a possible rank 4 play, which I could have made easily there to go for Blast Dragon to sort of bait out a negation. He does use the book effect, and then I go in for Desires, and I get so lucky here and draw into Return of the Dragon Lords, and that does revive out, of course, Galaxy Eyes. And I have another Galaxy Eyes in hand, which I do an interesting play here. I tribute 2 to special summon 2 monsters with 2,000 more attack, and that is something you can do for Galaxy Eyes. You can special summon by attributing 2 monsters with 2,000 more attack. Have Galaxy Zero play that. It's nice having a lot of Monster Reborns in your deck. Makes for some very good plays, especially one that protects you in the graveyard. And then I have to go into my battle phase there to be able to get over the Dolka, because I can't go into a rank 8 without risking it getting negated by the Dolka. So I just make a number or full armor here in main phase 2 just to blow up the Conductor Tyranno. I don't think the negation there and the Book of Moon was enough, since I had so many extra cards in hand. It was just a matter of I had one more play than he had ways to stop it. However, speaking of ways to stop it, again, I think that's the 3rd Droll and Lock Bird this game on that resolution of Galaxy Wizard to add Soldier. And then I pretty much can't do anything else other than swing for 4,000 and pass it back to him. And I don't think there was anything else he could have done there, regardless for his turn, except for just, of course, the Dogeron. And then setting 1 monster and passing. Kind of walling up here, hoping for some better draws. Go ahead and get Galaxy Soldier by Galaxy Knight, or Soldier by discarding Thrasher to grab Knight. Have Sanctuary as well to go into Soul Flare, and it's just really unfortunate that these cards won't be out for a while, like Soul Flare, Vanisher, and stuff. It's just, I just wish they'd give us the support sooner. I just wish this could be a reality a lot sooner. But here we go into 107, just because I figured it'd be better for the extra added effects in case I do hit something that gets an effect. You know, 107 will be able to gain additional attack and attacks that battle phase. So what happened here, this is game 3. I think I was able to go first, and I think he ended up going second. And I ended with the field that I ended on using the cards engraved because I forgot to hit record at the start of the match. I do apologize for that. So I'm just sort of explaining out the graveyard to show basically what cards were used to get to the field that I was. Basically Hyperstar, number 90, and Soul Flare Dragon. But he gets his turn started regardless with the Dogeron to hit the number 90. So it basically puts my whole field to shame here. And he does go into... or no, I believe he went first. And I had to go second there and ended with the board that I did. I can't quite recall, but this is the current state that we're in. As you can see, he goes for one, discarding Aolo, summoning out, unfortunately, the other level 1 target for 1/1, just not that great of a hand. And then he goes and summons Conductor Tyranno here by banishing the Petty Ranodon as well as the Aolo. And then he uses Conductor there to destroy the Glow-Up Bulb as he gets popped by Soul Flare. And then he does summon out the Glow-Up Bulb again as added defense, and then switch that up to attack for a game. And pretty much how that game ends there, unfortunately. I hate when brick hands decide games. It's just terrible. And I think it plays into one of the flaws that Yu-Gi-Oh! Has as a game. And pretty much all card games in general will have. There's always going to be a luck factor, which is unfortunate. And I don't like winning those games. Because there's not that, you know, that thought process that goes into it to truly outsmart your opponent. But I'm sure most of you guys know what I'm talking about. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. You can pick up mats and a shirt as well in the description. If you're interested, don't feel pressured to do so. You don't have to. It's just an option there if you want to, you know, get into that extra layer of support. It would be, of course, tremendously appreciated. Join the Discord if you haven't already. Link in the description. And as always, guys, Winter Kill signing out. We'll see you in the next one.